Bonito, aloha, and welcome builders to Foundation Lesson number 7. Miss Susan here, and as usual, thank you for spending a bit of time with me today doing fun activities. First things first, question of the day. How did you sleep last night? I'm glad to hear that. It's always important to get a good night's rest and wake up refreshed and feeling positive in the morning. All right, builders, today's lesson is all about coping. Do you know what the definition of coping is? Let's check it out. Good! Coping is defined in the dictionary as effectively dealing with something difficult. For us, coping is simply getting through something tough. Sometimes it can be difficult to cope. We all need to use our coping skills regularly, whether it is when fighting with a friend, going to a new school, or being picked last for dodgeball in the gym. When dealing with something difficult, it can be hard to motivate ourselves to keep going. We'll be going over some great coping strategies to help later. Once, I had to cope because I failed a test and I felt terrible. I couldn't stop thinking about how I could have done better, how disappointed I thought my family would be. However, I took some time to breathe, went on a walk, and made a plan to do better next time, kind of like this. That walk really helped me get through it. The next test I took, I aced. Another time I used my coping skills was when I started my first day of middle school. I was so nervous moving from my elementary school where I was the oldest fish in the sea to the huge middle school where I was the youngest and smallest fish in the sea. I got through it by using my coping skills, which included talking to my friends about my fears and having a good laugh together. We then helped each other find our way around, and I felt so much better. Can you think of a time that you had to cope? Was it when you had a family pet run away? Was it when you wanted ice cream but your parent or guardian said no? Was it when you fell on the playground and some of the other kids laughed at you? Sometimes situations like these can make it difficult to get through the rest of the day. You might feel sad or angry in these situations. However, coping strategies like taking deep breaths, talking to someone, or creating art can help you get through those tough emotions and make the rest of the day the best. Here are a few things to remember when you need to cope. Number 1, you are your own person with your own feelings. Your feelings matter, even if others don't feel the same way. It's okay to exercise your coping skills when needed. Number 2, when we are overwhelmed, it's hard to make the right choices, which is why it's so important to use your coping skills before you act. Take time to think. Number 3, taking a break and breathing during a hard situation can ease your emotions and help you stay calm. Number 4, thinking positively or being optimistic can help move your thoughts away from any negative feelings you might have about a situation. And number 5, you can always ask an adult for help. Most adults have been through many difficult times, just like you're facing. Learning how they got through it can help you figure out what to do too. One great example of people who cope are police officers. They often see and go through difficult situations where people get hurt. But no matter what types of hardship they experience, they work through their emotions, go back to work to keep us safe. One time, I wrote a nice thank you note to send to the local police station to thank the officers for what they do every day. It made me feel great. You should try it too. Great job, builders. Now let's get started going through today's schedule. First, you'll be watching a video about managing your worry. When it comes to worrying, it is always better to ask, what is, instead of what if. Focusing on what is really happening around you can help you cope with your worry. Next, it's reading time. Follow along with 2 books we thought would help you use useful coping strategies. Then, we will be doing a quick activity where we get to practice our coping skills. Check out this video where Sesame Street tries to teach us about belly breathing. After, use our coping skills chart and pick 3 coping skills to try out for yourself. After, we're doing a math activity using bubbles. You will be using bubbles to do some addition and subtraction or multiplication and division problems. Remember, math can be difficult, so if you have a hard time answering any questions, be sure to use your coping skills and ask for help. Next, you can take a break and take a walk. If you want, you can try to arrange a walk through nature with your family. Spending time in nature can be a great coping strategy. Try to find somewhere with lots of trees. Make a list when you come back of the things that you liked seeing, things you liked smelling, and things you liked touching. Make sure your parent or guardian lets you know what's safe to smell or touch first. We don't want you getting any poison ivy. If you can't go out for a walk, try exploring your own backyard. I bet you see things you didn't even know were there. Let us know what you find. And you know what, guys? Come with me. Let's take a walk right now. Lastly, we're going to finish up with a craft. You're going to use a balloon or another soft container to help you make your own stress ball. Use everyday items that you have in your home. I can't wait to see how well it turns out. All right, guys, remember to comment below if you have any questions, and someone will be here to help you as soon as we can. I had a spectacular time with you today, my friends, and I can't wait to see you all tomorrow. Thank you for joining us, and remember, keep on building.